Okay, good morning everybody, it's Mike, and thanks for joining me this morning. What do we do now? What do I do now? Okay, we've been under this for 6 weeks now, and I think we're all getting tired of it. We want people to get healthy, we want them to be safe, and we want to get back to work, and we want to continue a strong business. So what do I do now? Well, you know my contention, right? Great agents thrive in all markets. And they thrive because they pivot and they adjust and to whatever times they find themselves in. That's what they do. That's why they're great agents. That's why they'll thrive. Weak, mediocre agents display apathy. They don't take action. They're just lost in all of this right now. They just stay home and they're not taking any action at all in their business. They complain a lot. They whine and moan about this, and they blame this environment for all of their issues. None of it is their fault. There's nothing they could do. They're a total victim to the world events. And they spout opinions. Oh my God, do the weak, mediocre agents have opinions? Somehow they're not able to take action in their business. Somehow they're not able to thrive in their real estate business, but they are geopolitical experts. And you know what else they've become? They've become infectious disease experts. It's amazing. They can't sell a house to save their life, but they know everything about the coronavirus. They understand all the conspiracy theories, and they know exactly who are good politicians and who the evil ones are. They can't sell a house to save their life, but they don't run short of opinions, and it's all over social media, isn't it? That's what the weak, mediocre agents do. The great agents, here's what the great agents are doing right now. They're assessing the situation and determining where the opportunity lies. Oh, there's opportunity in every event. And that's what the great agents are doing. They're just kind of sitting back for a second and going, okay, so what's this mean? And where's the opportunity now? Then they refocus their business. They just refocus their business in that direction. They see where the opportunity exists. They refocus in there. And then, number 3, they take action. Yeah, they don't sit around and pontificate. They're not sitting around feeling sorry for themselves. They're not blaming the world on the woe is me, look what's happening to me. No, they just take action. In short, they're just working harder now than they ever have before. You know, my contention through all of this is per agent productivity is about to soar in the second half of this year. It is. Per agent productivity, the number of homes sold per agent, the amount of commission dollars earned per agent is going to soar in the second half of this year and in 2021. And here's why. It's going to happen for the same reason that it soared in 2009, 2010. Here's why. Because the weak, mediocre agents are going to get run out of the business. They're going to deactivate. They're going to bankrupt out. And the ones that are left standing are going to be doing all the business. So their average per agent productivity is going to soar. It's just not going to soar for everybody. Some people are going to talk about this time as a time that just completely derailed and wrecked their real estate business. Most, I don't say some, I say most will look back on this and say this time with this virus completely wrecked my real estate business. Why? Because folks, the old saying is a rising tide lifts all boats, right? Hey, when markets are good, people flood to get their real estate license. The pre-license classes are full. Everybody wants in. Why? Because the most incompetent of us can sell a home in the strongest real estate market the world's ever seen. Anybody can do it then. It's so much easier. There's so many more buyers and sellers, and they're so easy to transact that even people with no skill, no ability, no motivation, no strong work habits, they can still sell homes. Now, will they sell a lot? No, they won't sell a lot. And they won't ever really understand why. They just won't, but they'll sell some. And that steals those transactions from the people who are committed professionals. So the committed pros, the great agents, they actually kind of welcome times like this. Why? All you posers, get out of the way. Get back to the sidelines and get out of the way, and the real pros take over. That's what always happens. I've seen this happen 4 to 6 times in my career. It's no great surprise. I don't want it to be a great surprise to you. So Mike, I want to be a great agent. I'm not sure if I am yet, but I want to be a great agent. So what do I do now? What do I do now? Because you know the old thing, right? We are what we do. Not all that pretty stuff you like to say to people. What do I do today? Here's the first thing I want you to do right now this morning. I want you to create a written weekly schedule for this week. Oh, well, Mike, that's not hot and sexy. That's not the email or the social media post that's going to cause a surge of business to me. Wait, let's walk before we run. Okay? I want you to create a written weekly schedule. Get organized, okay? I want all waking hours to be included in your schedule. I want you to put your personal life into the schedule first. Let's maintain our priorities. Let's maintain a semblance of balance. I didn't say don't go to work. You know, you're going to need to go to work. But put your personal life in first so you honor the commitments that you have in your life. I think you're going to find it's not really that much time. Then I want you to treat all of your real estate activities, all of your activities as appointments. I want you to schedule them. So those calls to your past clients that you're going to make, schedule it. The calls that you're going to make into your sphere of influence, schedule it. What time? What day and time are you going to do that? The videos that you say you're going to make. Hey, did you see Samantha Harden's video that she posted this week? Oh my God. Have you seen the engagement that she's gotten off of that? Thousands of views, hundreds of likes, dozens and dozens of shares, dozens and dozens of comments. The engagement is off the chart. And you might say, well, that's not the kind of video I would make. That's not who I am. I don't care. What video did you make? What did you do to get the kind of engagement that Samantha got? But see, she had to have that in her schedule to know when to do the video. Or then it's just, well, I'll do it whenever I feel like it. And you know what the result of that is? It doesn't ever get done, does it? Right? All activities as appointments. Folks, my encouragement for you right now, if you want to be a great agent, if you want to thrive in this marketplace, and there is an opportunity to do that. Some of you will, most won't. But there is an opportunity. And what you'll need to do in order to thrive is to refocus. Where's the opportunity at now? And then probably work harder than you even know how to do. You might surprise yourself right now. Why? This, make no mistake about it, not after we return back to whatever you want to define as normal. Not after that. Right now, before it. This is when you work harder than you've ever worked in your career. It's what great agents do. When the crisis of 2008 happened, the hardest 6 months of my life when I worked just unbelievably hard was August 2008 through the winter of 2009, because I had to refocus my business. I had to change it, and I had to do it pretty quickly. Things were falling apart very fast. Things aren't falling apart here. The real estate market here is still engaged and active. In the fall of 2008, it was not. So I had to refocus, had to re-strategize, and then I had to get to work implementing it. And that's what I want to encourage you to do right now. Some of you have become very apathetic. Some of you are lost in this and lost in how to adjust into this new environment that we find ourselves in. My encouragement for you is refocus and get to work. You're going to work harder than you ever have before. Okay, now Mike, what do I do? Well, first you need to create that written weekly schedule so that you've gotten yourself organized. All waking hours, put your personal life in first, then put your business. Now I want you to use your synergy chart. That's the list of all virtual activities that you can be doing right now. You just might not want to, but those are all the things you could do, and they're all prioritized to where they would give you the most benefit. If you don't know what I'm talking about, reach out to me today and I'll share my synergy chart with you. You have to reach out to me. I can't read your mind. So if you don't have it, you don't know what I'm talking about, poke me today. I'll gladly send it to you. But those activities listed on your synergy chart, that's what you plug in to your weekly schedule. And I want you to treat the activities as appointments. And that's where we get started, folks. This week, right now, harder than ever before, or you're going to be part of the weak mediocre that is completely eliminated from this business. Don't do that. Be part of the great agents that thrive and look back on this as a sense of unfortunate times, sad that it impacted so many people, but proud in the way that you responded to it, because that's where your personal power is. Not in what happens, not in your ability to control what happens, because you have no control there. Your control and your personal power comes from how you respond. And because of that, I want you to go out and make it happen for yourself today.